Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back again in Ark Survival Evolved on the Pooping Evolved server. That's right, I'm back from my little mini vacation up to St. Louis. That's right, went out of town for a little bit for Thanksgiving holiday, and yeah, had a good time. It was a good bit of fun. So we're back, and I kind of have to check everything out. Like, I kind of have to get my bearings back a little bit. You know, I haven't really played Ark in about 4 or 5 days, honestly. So the last time I played Ark was last Wednesday, and you guys are seeing this on Monday. I tried to load it up on my MacBook Pro, and it just was not quite playable. I could move around and such, but it was not quite there. So what I want to do today is I want to set up my own industrial furnace. But to do that, I'm also going to need a ton of metal. If we go ahead and take a look here, oop, that's not the right button. This is the right button. Go all the way down. I have learned it already. All right, so that's good. Let's go down to, I believe it's the fabricator. So let's go down here. And run on down to the fabricator. We should see structures, crafting, and so this thing is going to take 2,500 ingots, 250 crystals, 600 cementing paste, 400 oil, and 400 polymer. That's a pretty tall order, if I do say so myself. The cementing paste is actually going to be what's pretty tough. I might try and take my frog out. I got a frog up here that we might try and see how he does at getting me large amounts of cementing paste. Or I might head into town and see if anybody's offering up cementing paste for anything else. So, yeah, all my dinos seem to be here. Everything's looking pretty good. So I'm happy to hear that, and I'm happy to see. I'm gonna do melee damage a couple of times on him. Yeah, I'm happy to see everyone's doing good, and I'm glad to be back. So we're gonna head over to Poop City, and then probably to the volcano because I want to get that amount of metal, and I'll probably end up taking Hugin or Munin, or maybe even Big Bird, for a little bit of extra hauling. So flying around here a little bit, I really forgot how cool the paint jobs that I did on Hugh here. I really like what's done to him, and it's definitely it's really cool. And I know that was probably just yesterday's episode for you guys, but it's been a while, and I think it's really pretty cool. And I don't know if I can get into doing any other stuff with dyes and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if I'm particularly good enough, but I could probably do some stuff in paint and like just lay some patterns on and whatnot. But a lot of you guys were also asking how I did this, and I can tell you, like I could make a whole video on it and everything, but I don't really find it necessary, only because Menace on the server, if you guys check out his link to his channel in the description down below, he has already made a video on this, and it's really good. Like, I followed it to a T, and I had no problems whatsoever with trying to figure out how this works. Now, as far as where I got all of the patterns and everything, that was almost a week ago when I had done that, and all of it was just searching Google, and I literally just like typed in stuff like Argentava's War Paint Arc, or Argentava's War Paint, or, you know, just different stuff along those lines, and was able to come up with what I come up with. So just do that. Try and find what you can look for, because a lot of it, there was not a lot that I found in one particular place. Like, I searched a long time to find some good ones, and the good ones that I did find were basically the ones I used. So there were some real good ones, some not so good ones, but we're going to check out the store over here real quick. So this is Artifixture. Let's see if anyone's bought anything. I don't think anyone has bought anything from Artifixture. So I will have to probably try and come up with some new stock or something. But if we come over here, has anyone bought anything from the gas store? Ooh, yeah, look at all of that. Oh, that's quite a bit of spark powder. Quite a bit of spark powder. I'm happy, I'm happy. And then I gotta look and see what our stock looks like on gasoline as well. There's some. And then what about over here? Do I have... Oh, I have plenty of stock, actually. So that's just fine. We can just go ahead and... Oh, no. I don't want to take. I want to put more stock in here. Can I get to that? Yeah, there we go. And just one more row there will probably do it. Alright, now all of our stock is all stocked back up. I should probably head over to Zul'jin's at some point and use, or actually not use, but give him half of our earnings here. But yeah, for now, I think we're going to head up to the volcano. Doesn't look like too much has changed over here in this neck of the woods. Let's head on over to the volcano and get 2,500 metal. Alright, so here comes the fun process of trying to get 5,000 metal, I think is what I need for everything. Yeah, that's going to be quite fun. But I need to get a lot of obsidian too while I'm up here. But yeah, I want to tell you guys a little bit about my trip. It was good fun. It was always nice to go back and see family and everything. We had a lot of good food, but it was a little different than what we normally do. We went to how do I put this? A new family member's house this year, and it was definitely a little awkward. But you know, hey, that's what happens in life. Oh gosh, this is gonna take forever. How much metal do we have on us now? We have 500. So I only need to do this 10 more times. But yeah, it was definitely a little awkward and everything, but it was good overall. And then that night we tried to go Black Friday shopping, and well, I guess it's Black Thursday technically, or Thanksgiving shopping. My wife and her sister found quite a bit of stuff, but unfortunately I did not. I went into one store basically, and Best Buy, and anything that I thought was worth buying wasn't on sale, and the stuff that was on sale was not worth waiting in the 3-hour line that it would have been to get through everything in the store. So I was a little disappointed in that, but hey, I'm looking forward to a little bit of Cyber Monday shopping, honestly, and seeing what I can maybe find on sale on Cyber Monday. Maybe start building a little bit more of my computer, but who knows. Alright, so you guys seen how cool these things looked. I'm sure many people have showed them off already, but I just wanted to get my opinions in. They look really, really neat, and they even look cooler when they're turned on, in my opinion. So just grabbing everything here that we can throw in. I've got a good amount already in here that we're going to go ahead and smelt up. I've got 75 going already. It looks like it smelts about 30 pieces at a time. So it gives you 15 metal at a time. And yeah, this says 1 gas equals 15 minutes equals 675 ingots, which is 1,300 unrefined metal. So the amount of metal that we're going to be doing is going to take probably about 7 or 8 gas. But we're going to keep trucking here because I almost have enough to finish up and make our own industrial furnace. Alright, so I've got probably about 5,000 metal here just cooking up. Gotta wait for it to cook up and everything. So now I'm probably gonna head over to the Chitin cave, because in getting all this metal and everything, I've gotten quite a bit of other stuff too. So I'm gonna head over to the cave that's just off the volcano and try and start gathering up some chitin that I can bring back over here. Where's the water thing? There it is. Head on over to the cave, get some chitin, bring it back over here so I can start to make some electronics and polymer. And I actually don't even think that I have polymer learned. So there it is. And I'm going to need 600 polymer, I think. So that's going to be 1,200 cementing paste, which is a lot. But let's see. Let's come over to here. Cementing paste. And it's going to be 1,200 cementing paste. Each cementing paste takes, it's going to be 4,800 chitin. Alright guys, well I'm getting ready to run through the cave here, and this is actually the second time I've run through. I want to show you guys what it's like to run through this cave with a saber-tooth. It's pretty good, especially for chitin. You get down here, this is probably the most heavily dense spot as far as dinos are concerned. Already have 700 chitin, 800, and you get a high level saber or a wolf or something and just go to town. Like it's pretty crazy. So you can see all of that. Now the Titan boas and stuff, they're not really that useful for chitin or anything like that. And then I usually will take a pass down here. The scorpions are probably gonna be your best bet for getting a lot of chitin, but it's just, this cave is so close to the volcano that you know, it just makes for really good stuff. Now the onyx unfortunately are not good for chitin, but the spiders, the araneos, and the pulmonoscorpius are definitely good for it. So I think we got all of those through there, but you just keep running through, and every once in a while you actually see one of these guys stuck in the wall, so those are just easy pickings. And then you make your turn here. Come up and around, get the spiders, get the pulmonoscorpius. There's usually a lot of them down here, and I get about 150 from each pulmonoscorpius. This one dropped 139. That one dropped, gosh, probably like roughly the same amount. So yeah, the pulmonoscorpius 130. And I'm actually getting weighed down here because probably of all the meat that I have on me. So once I get to a spot where I can stop, I'm going to go ahead and empty my inventory. But that's what it's like to do this run with a high level dino, and just be pretty well set for everything. So I'm going to drop a lot of the meat here because the meat is actually going to be probably the majority of what I have. And we'll just go ahead and drop a ton of it. Yeah, look, there it goes, all of that. Okay, and now I'm going to do chitin. Now the chitin I'm not going to drop. The chitin I'm going to go ahead and put in my inventory. But that's a good bit of chitin. That's like the 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, like roughly 3,000 chitin off of that one little trip right there. And then all of this stuff, I can actually just go ahead and drop all items once I pull the chitin out. Because if I'm worried about food or anything for this guy, all I got to do is just make another couple of kills here. Like you can see these two spiders. I don't necessarily want to go into the water, but since I'm hurting for chitin so bad, I will. But we got a couple of Sarcos in here. Look at all the Mega Piranha death. Holy cow. Oh, that is too good. Too good. Alright, come over here and kill all these things. And look, now we got all the food that we're going to need. So, alright guys, I am going to head back up to the top. Kill a couple more Mega Piranhas there. Head up to the top and keep making cementing paste. Alright guys, well after a few minutes, well it's been like a couple hours, just going through and collecting everything, I finally have all the materials necessary to craft the industrial forge. So let's go ahead on and turn on the fabricator, hit that beautiful button there. How much XP are we gonna get? We're at 391 and we're at 4. We only got like 11 XP for that. That's not really all that good. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn that back off, grab all of this, probably gonna put most of it in this community storage over here, just cause I'm a nice guy like that. Oh no, the cementing paste I do want, because that stuff is hard to make. So I was going to end up taking all this stuff back to my house to finish making it up. But honestly, like, it's so much weight to deal with. This Quetzal only has 1,300 weight, and the one behind me has like 1,800 weight. So I wasn't really prepared for the 2,500 metal that it would have taken and the 2,500 combined weight to make that work. So I know that's like 3,000 weight between the two Quetzals, but by the time you add in my weight and, you know, some of the other factors involved in that math, you know, it was just too much. It was just too much to try and get everything back. And plus, you know, there was a fabricator up there, so we were good to go. So we are going to go ahead and head back to our house and set up a nice little place to set up the industrial forge. Alright guys, so we made it back over to my base, and I've got the industrial forge here. Now this thing is just so massive that there's really not many places that I could put this to where it would fit. Like, you would have to go smack in the middle of the room here to be able to fit inside. That's just not quite going to cut it. So what I was thinking is we could do like a separate area for, you know, like our industrial stuff. So I could start work on like a metal building or something like that and have some pretty cool stuff. So I'm kind of thinking like back over here a little bit. It's relatively flat. There's, you know, some rocks up here and stuff. But this could be like a decent place to go. Or I could even like... So what we could use this for, it could be like a quarry, you know, could be. That's always an option, but I also like having this for my large dino storage and everything as well. So that's that may or may not be an option. Now that mountain over there has quite a bit of metal on it, but I don't want to interrupt spawns or anything because I'm not the only one that uses that mountain. Menace actually has a Bronto up here on this mountain as well. We can go up there and check that out real quick. It shouldn't be too high up here. I don't feel like I'm sprinting, but I am. So yeah, you can see Menace's Bronto up here, and then like you can see we've got some high quality nodes up here, and even on the backside there, not some big nodes, but definitely some more nodes. Now it's nowhere near as good as the volcano, but it is still pretty darn good. Now, you know, there's a lot of different spots that I could put something like this. I could even kill this Carno. Kill the Carno, kill the Carno. Level 100. Oh, I should have paid attention to that. You know, I could put it like right here on this little ledge here and like take something down to the other side. Or I could even like go up there and put something up there. There's a Spino. What level is a Spino? 4. As Slipgator would say, that's not even a mouse on a wheel. Yep, that was easy. Fireworks, flare gun skin. Oh yeah, I'm excited about that. But yeah, we could do something like that where we bridge across, but I think I want to stay relatively close, and I want to build probably a couple of buildings over here. So I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But that's probably what we'll do in the next episode. We'll probably pick a spot. Like I'm definitely liking what's up here. If we get all the way up here, I'm definitely liking this area up here. I think it could be good. I think we could use some metal supports and stuff like that. We also need to do something else up here, but I can't remember what it is. But, you know, I could even come off this over on this cliff here, but we also have Lady Sif's grave, which I need to put up a grave for Fandril as well. Or, you know, I could even tear this area down and do something over here too and have like a farming industrial area. But, you know, I'm not too keen on how I think that will work. What is that? Oh, it's a parasaur. That's a weird... I mean, that was very strange looking for a parasaur. But, yeah, that's probably going to be it for today, guys. I'm sorry if the episode was a little bit shorter than it usually is. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I want to make sure you guys have a video for Monday. And I got to get some Fallout recorded as well. But, so, yeah, leave a comment down below. Tell me where you think I should put the industrial forge. I lost track there for a second. Let me know where I should put the industrial forge, and we will break ground in the next episode. All right, guys. Have a good one.